What if the very traits that make Hollywood stars shine brightest also create the most complex parenting challenges? Behind the red carpets and award shows, some of our most beloved celebrities navigate a world where their children face unique developmental differences. These aren't tragic stories, but powerful journeys of love, advocacy, and breaking barriers in an industry obsessed with perfection. Number 20. Dan Aykroyd. The Ghostbusters legend doesn't just battle supernatural spirits on screen. He's been fighting for understanding and acceptance of autism spectrum conditions for decades. Aykroyd himself has Asperger's syndrome, and his daughter Danielle shares this neurological difference. What makes this story incredible is how Aykroyd transformed his own experiences into comedy gold while becoming a fierce advocate. Aykroyd credits his autism spectrum traits for his incredible attention to detail and obsessive research methods that made his characters so memorable. His fascination with the paranormal, which led to Ghostbusters, stems from his intense focus patterns typical of autism. When Danielle was diagnosed, Aykroyd didn't see it as a setback, but as a continuation of family strengths. The Blues Brothers star has spoken openly about how autism spectrum conditions can be superpowers in disguise. His advocacy work focuses on changing perceptions rather than seeking cures. Aykroyd believes his neurological differences gave him the intense focus needed to create iconic characters and the persistence to succeed in Hollywood's brutal environment. Today, Danielle Aykroyd has found her own path, working in arts education and continuing her father's legacy of showing the world that different doesn't mean less capable. The Aykroyd family proves that neurodiversity can be a source of creative genius. Number 19. Amanda Peet. The Studio 60 actress discovered her daughter Molly's autism diagnosis wasn't the end of dreams, but the beginning of a new understanding. Pete's journey from denial to acceptance became a masterclass in Hollywood parenting done right. Her approach challenges every stereotype about celebrity families dealing with developmental differences. Pete initially struggled with the diagnosis, admitting she went through phases of grief and frustration. However, she quickly realized that Molly's unique perspective brought unexpected joy and insights to their family. The actress began studying autism extensively, becoming an expert on therapeutic approaches and educational strategies. What sets Pete apart is her refusal to hide her daughter's condition or treat it as something shameful. She's been vocal about the importance of inclusive education and has worked with several organizations to improve services for children with autism. Her advocacy extends to challenging Hollywood's representation of neurological differences in media. Pete's experience changed her approach to acting roles, making her more selective about projects that promote understanding rather than perpetuate harmful stereotypes. She's become a sought-after speaker at autism conferences, sharing insights about balancing career demands with intensive parenting requirements. The actress emphasizes that raising Molly has made her more patient, more observant, and ultimately a better person. Her story demonstrates how celebrity platforms can create meaningful change when used thoughtfully. Number 18. Wayne Brady. The Whose Line Is It Anyway? Star's improvisational skills faced their ultimate test when his daughter Mel was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition affecting her development. Brady's response shows how comedy and courage can coexist in the most challenging circumstances. His journey proves that laughter truly can be the best medicine. Brady discovered Mel's condition during routine medical checkups that revealed developmental delays and physical challenges. Instead of retreating from public life, the comedian chose transparency, sharing their story to help other families facing similar situations. His decision sparked important conversations about genetic conditions in the entertainment community. The Let's Make a Deal host transformed his improvisational talents into advocacy tools, using humor to make complex medical information accessible to broader audiences. Brady's appearances on talk shows discussing Mel's condition became educational moments that reached millions of viewers who might never have learned about rare genetic disorders otherwise. Brady's relationship with his daughter became a source of new material, but always with respect and love. He speaks about how Mel's unique perspective has influenced his comedy, making him more thoughtful about the impact of humor on different communities. His advocacy work includes fundraising for research into rare genetic conditions. The comedian emphasizes that Mel's condition hasn't limited her potential, but has expanded his understanding of what success really means. Their story demonstrates how celebrity voices can amplify awareness for rare conditions that might otherwise remain invisible. Number 17, Jamie Foxx. The Oscar winner's daughter Annalise was born with significant developmental challenges, but Foxx's response redefined what it means to be a protective father in Hollywood. His fierce advocacy and unwavering dedication prove that real strength comes from vulnerability, not toughness. Foxx's journey challenges every assumption about masculinity and parenting. When Annalise was diagnosed with severe developmental delays and physical disabilities, Foxx made a decision that shocked Hollywood insiders. He stepped back from several high-profile projects to focus on her care and therapy. Industry observers initially questioned whether this would damage his career momentum, but Foxx never hesitated. The Ray star became an expert on developmental therapies, working with specialists across the country to create comprehensive treatment plans for Annalise. His dedication included learning sign language, understanding physical therapy techniques, and becoming fluent in medical terminology that most parents never encounter. Foxx's advocacy extended beyond his personal situation. He began supporting research into developmental disabilities and funding programs that help families access expensive therapies. His financial contributions have helped establish treatment centers that serve hundreds of children with similar conditions. What makes Foxx's story particularly powerful is his refusal to treat Annalise's condition as a tragedy. He speaks about her with joy and pride, emphasizing her unique abilities rather than focusing on limitations. His approach has influenced how other celebrity parents discuss their children's developmental differences. Number 16, Rosie ODonnell. The former talk show host's daughter Chelsea has autism, but O'Donnell's approach to advocacy became controversial when she clashed with traditional medical approaches. Her journey shows how celebrity voices can spark important debates about treatment options, even when those positions generate fierce criticism from medical establishments. O'Donnell's advocacy took a dramatic turn when she began questioning conventional autism treatments and exploring alternative approaches. Her public statements about vaccines and autism treatments created significant controversy, putting her at odds with major medical organizations. However, her passion for finding answers never wavered. The comedian's research into autism treatments led her to connect with families worldwide who were exploring unconventional therapies. O'Donnell used her platform to highlight treatment options that weren't getting mainstream attention, though this often put her in conflict with medical professionals who disagreed with her approaches. O'Donnell's advocacy work includes funding research into alternative autism treatments and supporting families who couldn't afford experimental therapies. Her financial contributions have helped establish treatment centers that offer approaches not available through traditional medical channels. Her efforts have sparked important discussions about treatment diversity. Despite facing criticism from medical professionals, O'Donnell remains committed to exploring every possible avenue for helping children with autism. Her willingness to challenge established medical consensus demonstrates how parental love can drive advocacy that pushes boundaries even when it generates controversy. Number 15, Sylvester Stallone. The Rocky star's son Sergio was diagnosed with autism at age 3, transforming the action hero into one of Hollywood's earliest and most influential autism advocates. Stallone's journey from denial to acceptance became a blueprint for celebrity parents facing similar challenges. His story proves that real heroism happens off-camera. When Sergio received his diagnosis in the early 1980s, autism awareness was virtually non-existent. Stallone and his then-wife were advised to institutionalize their son, but the actor refused to accept this recommendation. Instead, he became one of the first major celebrities to speak publicly about autism, appearing in groundbreaking public service announcements. Stallone's 1990 PSA, where he declared, "Imagine your child has autism. Mine does," became a watershed moment for autism awareness. This was years before celebrities routinely discussed personal family challenges, making Stallone's openness revolutionary for its time. His visibility helped thousands of families feel less isolated. The action star established research funds and worked with autism organizations to improve services for affected families. His financial contributions helped fund early research into autism therapies and educational approaches. Stallone's advocacy work continued even as he maintained his successful acting career. Today, Sergio Stallone lives privately, away from public attention, with his father's fierce protection of his privacy becoming a model for other celebrity parents. Stallone's early advocacy helped establish the foundation for modern autism awareness movements, proving that celebrity voices can create lasting social change. Number 14, Holly RobinsonPete. The 21 Jump Street actress discovered her son RJ's autism diagnosis came with devastating predictions about his future limitations. Pete's response was to prove every expert wrong while building an advocacy empire that has helped thousands of families. Her journey from despair to empowerment shows how parental determination can move mountains. When RJ was diagnosed in 2000, doctors presented the Pete family with what Holly calls the never list. Everything their son would supposedly never accomplish. Never attend mainstream school, never make friends, never live independently. These predictions devastated the family but ultimately fueled their determination to prove the experts wrong. Pete's marriage to former NFL quarterback Rodney initially faced strain as they processed their son's diagnosis differently. Holly has been remarkably honest about how RJ's autism tested their relationship, with Rodney struggling to accept the diagnosis while Holly dove into research and advocacy. Their eventual unity became a powerful force for change. The actress co-founded the HollyRod Foundation, which has become one of the most influential autism advocacy organizations in the country. The foundation provides resources, funding, and support to families affected by autism, particularly focusing on underserved communities that often lack access to proper services and information. Pete's advocacy emphasizes celebrating neurodiversity rather than focusing solely on deficits. She regularly speaks about RJ's accomplishments and unique perspectives, challenging society's limited expectations for individuals with autism. Her work has influenced how media represents autism and has inspired countless families to maintain hope and fight for their children's potential. Number 13, Colin Frell. The Irish actor's son James has Angelman syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that affects development and communication. Farrell's transformation from Hollywood bad boy to devoted special needs father became one of cinema's most inspiring redemption stories. His advocacy work proves that personal challenges can become sources of strength and purpose. Farrell has been remarkably open about how James literally saved his life by giving him a reason to overcome his self-destructive behavior. The actor credits his son with forcing him to confront his addiction issues and become the man his child needed. This transformation from party-focused celebrity to dedicated father shows the power of unconditional love. The In Bruges star became an expert on Angelman syndrome, working with medical professionals to understand his son's unique needs and potential. Farrell's advocacy includes supporting research into the condition and helping other families navigate the complex medical and educational systems that children with rare disorders require. Farrell established the Colin Frell Foundation, which supports adults with intellectual disabilities, addressing the often overlooked challenge of what happens when children with special needs age out of school systems. His foundation focuses on creating opportunities for meaningful adult lives rather than just childhood interventions. What makes Farrell's advocacy particularly powerful is his poetic ability to articulate both the struggles and beauty of raising a child with special needs. His interviews about James reveal a depth of emotion and understanding that has helped change public perceptions about intellectual disabilities and their impact on families. Number 12, John Travolta. The Grease star and his late wife, Kelly Preston, faced an unimaginable journey when their son Jet was diagnosed with autism and Kawasaki disease. Their story highlights both the intense love that drives parents of children with special needs and the devastating losses that some families endure. Travolta's resilience in tragedy shows extraordinary strength. Jet Travolta's complex medical conditions required constant vigilance and specialized care. The family's dedication to his treatment included exploring various therapeutic approaches and ensuring he had access to the best possible medical care. Their commitment to his well-being was absolute, with both parents adjusting their careers to prioritize his needs. The family faced intense media scrutiny about Jet's conditions, with speculation and rumors creating additional stress during an already challenging time. Travolta and Preston's decision to maintain privacy about many aspects of Jet's care was both understandable and necessary for protecting their family's well-being during difficult periods. Tragically, Jet passed away in 2009 at age 16 during a family vacation, leaving his parents devastated. The loss became even more complex when the family faced an extortion attempt related to the circumstances of his death, adding cruelty to an already unbearable tragedy. Following Jet's death, the Travolta family established foundations to support children with special needs in their families. Their charitable work has helped fund research and provide resources to families facing similar challenges, ensuring that Jet's legacy includes helping other children with developmental differences. Number 11. Brendan Fraser. The Mummy star's son, Griffin, has autism, and Fraser's approach to advocacy demonstrates how celebrity parents can balance protecting their children's privacy while raising awareness about important issues. His journey shows that effective advocacy doesn't always require public exposure of personal details, but can focus on broader systemic change. Fraser has been selective about sharing details of Griffin's autism, choosing to focus his advocacy efforts on improving services and opportunities for all individuals on the spectrum, rather than publicizing his family's personal experiences. This approach respects his son's privacy while still contributing meaningfully to autism awareness and acceptance. The actor's career resurgence coincided with his advocacy work, as his renewed visibility provided platforms for discussing autism, acceptance, and neurodiversity. Fraser's approach emphasizes celebrating differences rather than focusing on limitations, helping shift public conversations about autism toward more positive and inclusive perspectives. Fraser has worked with various autism organizations to improve educational opportunities and adult services for individuals on the spectrum. His advocacy includes supporting research into autism and promoting inclusive practices in schools and workplaces that can benefit people with neurological differences. What distinguishes Fraser's advocacy is his focus on long-term systemic change rather than seeking immediate public attention. His work emphasizes creating better futures for all individuals with autism, not just highlighting his own family's story. This approach has earned respect from autism advocacy communities and fellow parents navigating similar journeys. Number 10. Toni Braxton. The Grammy-winning singer's son Diesel was diagnosed with autism, launching Braxton into advocacy work that challenged her own preconceptions and led to remarkable personal growth. Her journey from initial guilt and confusion to becoming a powerful voice for autism acceptance shows how education and love can transform understanding. Initially, Braxton struggled with feelings of responsibility for Diesel's autism, wondering if she had done something during pregnancy to cause his condition. These feelings of guilt are common among parents receiving autism diagnoses, but Braxton's openness about her emotional journey has helped other parents process similar feelings. The singer worked with Autism Speaks as a spokesperson, using her platform to raise awareness about early intervention and the importance of accepting autism diagnoses rather than denying them. Her advocacy emphasized that early diagnosis and intervention can significantly impact a child's development and future opportunities. Braxton's approach to discussing Diesel's autism evolved over time, eventually focusing more on celebrating his unique perspectives and abilities rather than emphasizing deficits or challenges. This shift in perspective reflected her growing understanding of neurodiversity and autism acceptance movements. Today, Braxton continues supporting autism awareness while respecting Diesel's privacy as he has grown into young adulthood. Her advocacy work includes promoting inclusive education and challenging stereotypes about what individuals with autism can accomplish. Her journey demonstrates how parental love and education can transform fear into advocacy. Number 9. Gary Cole. The Office space actor has been a quiet but consistent autism advocate since his daughter Mary was diagnosed in 1995. Cole's long-term perspective on autism advocacy provides valuable insights into how families adapt and grow over decades of navigating the autism journey. His approach emphasizes persistence and hope over dramatic public campaigns. Cole began his advocacy work when autism resources were far more limited than today, giving him unique insights into how services and understanding have evolved over nearly 3 decades. His experience spans the transformation from minimal autism awareness to today's broader acceptance of neurodiversity. The actor's advocacy style focuses on practical support and encouragement for other families, rather than high-profile public campaigns. Cole regularly participates in autism awareness events and supports organizations that provide direct services to families, emphasizing grassroots support over celebrity attention-seeking. Cole has witnessed remarkable changes in autism, understanding, and services throughout Mary's life, providing him with valuable perspective on the importance of early intervention, appropriate education, and long-term planning for individuals with autism. His advocacy includes promoting realistic hope for families facing new diagnoses. What makes Cole's advocacy particularly valuable is his long-term commitment to autism awareness, spanning multiple decades. His consistent involvement demonstrates that effective advocacy requires sustained effort rather than brief periods of high-profile attention. His work has helped countless families navigate their own autism journeys with greater confidence and hope. Number 8. Katie Price. The British media personality's son Harvey was born with multiple complex conditions including autism, Prader-Willi syndrome, and vision impairment. Price's extraordinarily open approach to sharing Harvey's journey has sparked important conversations about complex disabilities, while also generating controversy about privacy and exploitation concerns. Price's decision to allow cameras to document Harvey's daily life and challenges has provided unprecedented public insight into the realities of raising a child with multiple disabilities. Her documentaries about Harvey's transition to adult services have highlighted gaps in support systems and the challenges families face when children age out of school programs. The media personality's advocacy extends beyond Harvey's personal story to broader systemic issues affecting families with complex needs. Price has been vocal about inadequate adult services, the challenges of finding appropriate residential care, and the vulnerability of individuals with intellectual disabilities to abuse and exploitation. Price's approach has generated both praise and criticism, with some applauding her transparency and others questioning whether such public exposure serves Harvey's best interests. This debate highlights important questions about consent, privacy, and the rights of individuals with intellectual disabilities to control their own narratives. Despite controversies, Price's advocacy has undeniably raised awareness about complex disabilities and the challenges facing families who need intensive support services. Her work has influenced policy discussions about adult services and has helped other families feel less isolated in their struggles with similar challenges. Number 7. Jenny McCarthy. The former Playboy model turned actress became one of autism's most controversial advocates after her son Evan was diagnosed. McCarthy's journey from acceptance to activism generated fierce debates about autism treatments and vaccine safety that continue influencing public discussions today. Her story shows how parental desperation can drive both advocacy and controversy. McCarthy's advocacy took a dramatic turn when she began promoting alternative autism treatments and questioning vaccine safety protocols. Her best-selling books and media appearances generated enormous attention, but also fierce criticism from medical professionals who disagreed with her positions on vaccines and autism causation. The actress founded Generation Rescue, an organization promoting alternative autism treatments and supporting families exploring biomedical interventions. Her work helped connect families interested in non-traditional approaches, while also generating significant controversy within autism advocacy communities. McCarthy's public statements about vaccines and autism sparked nationwide debates about vaccine safety and parental choice versus public health recommendations. Her influence extended far beyond autism advocacy, affecting vaccination rates and public health policies in various communities across the country. Despite facing intense criticism from medical establishments, McCarthy maintained her commitment to exploring all possible treatments for autism. Her advocacy demonstrates how parental love can drive determination to challenge medical orthodoxy, even when such challenges generate significant controversy and professional opposition. Jacqueline Lorita. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star allowed viewers to witness her son Nicholas's autism diagnosis and early intervention in real time. Lorita's decision to share their journey on reality television provided unprecedented public insight into the autism diagnosis process, while helping countless families feel less alone in their experiences. Lorita's openness about Nicholas's regression around 18 months old helped educate viewers about different presentations of autism, particularly regressive autism, where children lose previously acquired skills. Her willingness to show her emotional reactions and family struggles helped normalize the complex feelings parents experience during diagnosis processes. The reality star's advocacy extends beyond television appearances to supporting autism organizations and sharing practical resources with families. Lorita regularly uses social media to highlight therapeutic approaches, educational strategies, and products that have helped Nicholas, providing valuable information to other parents navigating similar challenges. Lorita's journey from reality TV personality to autism advocate demonstrates how personal experiences can transform public figures into meaningful contributors to important causes. Her authenticity and vulnerability have made her a trusted voice among parents seeking guidance and support. The actress's continued sharing of Nicholas's progress and milestones provides hope and encouragement to families facing similar diagnoses. Her story shows that reality television platforms can be used responsibly to educate and support communities dealing with important issues. Number 5, Joe Mantegna. The Criminal Minds actor has been a steady, long-term advocate for autism awareness through his experiences with his daughter Mia. Mantegna's approach emphasizes quiet consistency over dramatic public campaigns, demonstrating how sustained advocacy can create meaningful change without seeking constant attention. Mantegna's advocacy began in the 1980s when autism services were far less developed than today, giving him valuable perspective on how support systems have evolved over decades. His long-term involvement with autism organizations has provided continuity and institutional memory that helps guide advocacy efforts. The actor regularly participates in autism awareness events and fundraisers, using his celebrity status to support organizations providing direct services to families. Mantegna's approach focuses on practical support rather than theoretical debates, emphasizing real-world assistance for families navigating autism challenges. Mantegna has been particularly vocal about supporting adult services for individuals with autism, addressing the often overlooked challenges of aging out of school systems and transitioning to adult life. His advocacy includes promoting employment opportunities and independent living options for adults with autism. Today, Mia Mantegna has built an independent adult life, providing powerful testimony to the potential for individuals with autism to achieve their goals with appropriate support. Her father's advocacy work continues focusing on creating opportunities for other adults with autism to achieve similar independence and fulfillment. Number 4, Aiden Quinn. The Legends of the Fall actor's daughter, Ava, has autism with more significant support needs. And Quinn's advocacy focuses on families dealing with similar challenges. His willingness to discuss difficult topics like long-term care planning and financial concerns has provided valuable guidance to parents facing similar situations. Quinn has been candid about the substantial challenges Ava faces and the ongoing support she requires, providing realistic perspective for families whose children may not achieve complete independence. His honesty about difficult aspects of autism care helps validate the experiences of families dealing with similar challenges. The actor's advocacy includes discussing the emotional and financial stress that can affect families, providing intensive support for children with significant disabilities. Quinn's openness about these challenges helps reduce isolation and shame that some families experience when their situations don't match idealized success stories. Quinn has been particularly vocal about the need for improved adult services and long-term care options for individuals with autism who require ongoing support. His advocacy addresses the fears many parents have about what will happen to their children when they're no longer able to provide care. The actor's willingness to discuss uncomfortable realities about autism care has helped advance conversations about policy and funding needs for comprehensive support services. His advocacy demonstrates that effective autism advocacy must address the full spectrum of needs and challenges, not just success stories. Number 3, Ed Asner. The beloved Mary Tyler Moore Show actor became a passionate autism advocate through his connections to his son Charles and grandson, both on the autism spectrum. Asner's advocacy work leveraged his considerable Hollywood influence to promote autism awareness and acceptance during a time when it received far less attention than today. Asner helped establish the Ed Asner Family Center, which provides mental health and enrichment programs for individuals with special needs and their families. His center offers comprehensive services including therapy, social skills training, and family support programs that address the complex needs of autism spectrum families. The actor was particularly passionate about arts programs for individuals with autism, believing that creative expression could help people on the spectrum communicate and develop their unique talents. His advocacy emphasized the importance of recognizing and nurturing the strengths and abilities of individuals with autism. Asner's perspective was informed by experiences with both his adult son Charles and his grandson, giving him insight into autism across different generations and developmental stages. His advocacy addressed the lifelong nature of autism and the evolving support needs across the lifespan. The actor's work helped establish important precedents for celebrity autism advocacy, demonstrating how public figures could use their platforms effectively to promote understanding and support for autism spectrum conditions. His legacy continues influencing autism advocacy efforts today. Number 2. Robert De Niro. The legendary actor's son Elliot has autism, and De Niro's advocacy journey has been marked by controversy and evolution. His initial involvement with vaccine safety questions generated significant attention and criticism, but his subsequent advocacy has focused more on supporting services and research for autism spectrum conditions. De Niro's early advocacy included supporting the controversial documentary Vaxxed, which promoted debunked theories about vaccine safety and autism causation. His decision to screen the film at the Tribeca Film Festival, which he co-founded, generated enormous controversy and was ultimately reversed due to public pressure. Following the Vaxxed controversy, De Niro's advocacy evolved towards supporting research into all aspects of autism, while emphasizing the need for better support services for individuals on the spectrum and their families. His approach has become more focused on practical support rather than controversial causation theories. The actor has spoken about how Elliot's involvement in sports, particularly tennis, has been beneficial for his development. This highlights an important aspect of autism support that many families discover: the value of finding activities that align with a child's interests and abilities. De Niro's advocacy demonstrates how celebrity voices can evolve and adapt as understanding deepens. His journey from controversy to more focused support shows how personal experiences with autism can lead to more nuanced and effective advocacy approaches over time. Number 1. Mia Farrow. The acclaimed actress has adopted multiple children with various disabilities throughout her life, creating one of Hollywood's most comprehensive examples of special needs advocacy through action rather than words. Farrow's decades-long commitment to providing homes for children who might otherwise remain in institutional care represents one of the most sustained forms of celebrity advocacy. Beginning in the 1970s, when adoption of children with special needs was far less common, Pharaoh made conscious choices to adopt children with various disabilities, including blindness, intellectual disabilities, and cerebral palsy. Her commitment wasn't a one-time decision, but a lifelong dedication that she maintained for decades. Pharaoh's daughter Quincy, adopted from a background of poverty and substance exposure, and her son Thaddeus, who contracted polio in an Indian orphanage and used a wheelchair, were among the children with special needs she raised. Tragically, Thaddeus died in 2016, highlighting the complex mental health challenges that can sometimes accompany physical disabilities. Beyond her personal choices, Pharaoh's work as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador has brought attention to the disproportionate impact of war, poverty, and disease on children with disabilities globally. She has highlighted how children with disabilities are often among the most vulnerable in humanitarian crises. Pharaoh's approach to advocacy through action rather than publicity has created a powerful example of how celebrities can use their resources and influence to make direct, meaningful differences in individual lives, while also raising awareness about broader issues affecting children with disabilities worldwide. These stories prove that love transcends Hollywood's obsession with perfection. Each family's journey shows how challenges can become sources of strength and advocacy. Which of these celebrity parents inspired you most? Do you think famous families have a responsibility to share their special needs, journeys publicly, or should they prioritize their children's privacy above all else? Your perspective could change how we think about celebrity advocacy and family protection.